I had been thinking about a problem for a very long time, which became the topic of this article, which is why method sections in most of the articles that I review are so bad. David Berliner came to campus a couple of years ago, and he gave a talk on research matters. And one of the things he said, I just wanted to give a standing ovation to. He said, if you can't tell me how you analyzed your data, all you're doing is telling anecdotes. Because people can't tell me how they analyze the data, I don't believe what they say in the findings. Especially if you're a novice, but I think this applies to more experienced researchers as well. If you're going to write a social science research report that's data-driven, a primary consideration is the alignment across the four sections of the paper. So if you have, you're obligated usually to begin with either a theoretical or a topical overview. In other words, a theory might be, I'm using sociocultural theory based on the work of Vygotsky. That could be that's a theoretical section, but you might also introduce it in terms of a topic, bullying as a crisis today. So one or both of those frameworks is in place. What I find is that the alignment across the method section and the findings and the conclusion isn't always there. And if you tell me that this is what your framework is, I'm going to look for that in the method section. And again, I'm going to look for it in the findings section because you can't argue from a data analysis without referring back to your analytic method. And that's where I think the warranting comes in, the argument of warranting comes in. And then your conclusion, what I often find in conclusions is instead of people arguing modestly, which is really all you can do for most studies, from their own data, they go and try to change the world in the concluding section. And I scold authors on that point and say, just stick to what you studied. What does this study show, not how you want to change the world. So there you go.